Here's a breakdown of the team shares. If Team Hines wins this year's TBT, the winning share will be sent with Cell. Different players, different coaches making different amounts of money if this team wins the TBT this year. And for Team CP3, a much simpler bracket or
very easy
graphic.
Everybody gets the same. Chris Paul, you don't get anything.
No love for CP3.
He's got enough.
Not even $1.
Yeah, right. They could have given him $1
or something. James, way off the mark on that three. Fight for the rebound. Hines is fouled. He'll head of the line for two.
You know, you don't win 4 EuroLeague championships if you don't have a champion's mindset. And Kyle Hines has it. He's playing defense on the quickest players at the end of the third quarter. It's money time right now. It's the fourth quarter, and just the look on their faces is different. And he just gets that loose ball right there. It's little things that make a difference. It's A and B plays. It's above and beyond plays, and that's what they're doing. Doesn't mean they'll do it the rest of the game, but they're sure doing it end of third, beginning of fourth quarter.
Kyle Hines, no field goals made in this game. All 4 of his points have come from the free throw line, and Team Hines, just like that, has bounced back to reclaim the lead by 2 at 53-51.
He's playing Kennedy Meeks too, outsized but not out-muscled.
Mason, quick shoot three, got it. It's his second 3 of the game. He has 19 points, and now CP3 takes the lead back by 1. Aaron White, the deep 3. High rebound ripped away by Dante Clark for the team in green. Mason almost had his pocket picked, being chased by Lido. Mason got away from him, spots a seam down the lane and scores!
They tried to take it away from him midcourt, and then nobody guarded him. He went all the way to the rim.
21 points for Nate Mason. Now White, he'll spot up for the triple, and that's short. Rebound by Baldwin for Team CP3. Euro step, off the glass and good! Timeout, Team Hines. A 7-0 run by Team CP3.
Boy, Uncle Mo was behind Team Hines' bench, and he ran the other way to get behind Team CP3 because of this hustle. Mason got it. They tried to take it from him. Then nobody guarded him. Went all the way to the rim over Kyle Hines. And then the man that did it in the first half just did it again. Deontay Baldwin down the middle. No defense. 2 layups. Timeout. Team Hines.
Just 1 possession. 32. Okay. He's shooting wide open shots. Hey, you know
these two teams battling for the last spot for Chicago to reach the quarterfinal rounds. There you see championship week in Chicago. Carmen's crew is in there, along with Loyalty is Love. Still waiting on some other regionals to start next weekend.
And the other half of the field will find 4 winners, and we'll go 8 to Chicago.
Lazy pass, stolen away by CP3, and then stepping out of bounds is Baldwin.
Got really lucky there. That should have been breakaway again. Cross-court long passes against a team that just got 2 transition buckets. It's not smart, and Juan Dixon knows it and told Mr. James about it. It's a game of runs, and right now, guys in the green shirt had the last run.
James draws the foul. He's missed his last few shots, been a little bit out of rhythm today. Oh, and now they say the foul is on the pass, not on the shot, so no shots for James.
That's a tough one. That could have gone either way.
Calathis, no looks to Lido. That's a deep 3. White had the rebound into Meeks' hands, and he outlets it to Baldwin. Racing down the floor against James. Good job getting back on defense by James. Here's Mason. Wide open jumper. Good.
Well,
23 points for Mason.
Well, that worked for Team Hines to get it tied at the end of the third.
Lido a 3. They need it. They don't get it. Out of bounds. It stays with Team Hines. Team Hines down 7, the number 1 seed, 7:02 to go. The Elam ending to start up in about 3 minutes.
Might need Lejeski back in there to spot up for some threes as well. They're going with the big strong lineup right here. Of course, Miles can make the threes too.
Calathes trapped, finds Hines. Dunston, now Miles with 10 to shoot. Hines inside reverse layup, yes!
Kyle Hines knows his way around the painted area.
That's his first basket today. He has 6 points. All 6 points coming in the second half of play. Baldwin trapped. He finds Hairston. Over to Baldwin. One-on-one against Calathes. So nice spin move inside, and he lost it. Turned it over. Calathes 2-on-3. Now 3-on-3. Goes inside. Shot blocked away. I think they called a foul on Baldwin.
They did. Nick Calathes is showing a little experience here. Knows he's got a smaller guy on him. He's going to take it right to the rim, fakes the pass. No, he's fouled him pretty good.
So Nick Calathes at the line. Played this past season over in Greece, and he misses that free throw. Team Hines is 7 of 13 from the stripe. Calathes played 2 years for Billy Donovan down in Florida, 2007 to 2009. Drafted in the NBA round 2, number 45 overall by the Timberwolves in 2009, and Calathes makes 1 out of 2. He has 6. The deficit is 5 for Team Hines. Here's Nate Mason for Team CP3. 3 is short. Rebound Miles over to Calathes.
Got to go back to Kyle Hines on the block. He picked up the dribble too soon. Plenty of time.
Miles, deep corner 3, bucket!
Miles or Lejeski. They got to have somebody in there as a deep threat. Isaiah Miles stuck that one.
Miles has 5 threes and 15 points. Team Hines currently on a 6-0 run. And it's a Team CP3 possession. Shot clock at 6. Mason had the ball poked away. Loose ball, fought for, picked up by Team Hines. James, loose ball, picked up by Team CP3. Up ahead is Meeks. Inside, clobbered on the shot. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
A lot of action there. Loose ball diving on the floor. Here they come. Meeks hung back at the other end, coming right at you. Good foul to stop a basket. I'll call the offensive foul drawn by our cameraman down there. Kevin, great job. You were set, even though there's wheels on the chair. You were set. You draw the charge, Kev. I'll give it to you.
Set and outside of the circle.
Yeah, way outside the circle. Beyond the baseline. It's a good foul, though, because Meeks had a dunk. Well, that was really good effort there by both teams, getting on the floor after loose balls. It looked like Team Hines was going to get it. Just couldn't finish it.
So here's Kennedy Meeks at the line, 4-year letterman at North Carolina. Went to 2 Final Fours, won a national championship his senior year in 2017. That's his 3rd point of the day. Meeks had over 1,000 rebounds at North Carolina in his career, 1,052 to be exact. Two for 2. Makes it a 3-point lead for Team CP3. 5:04 to go, just over a minute away before the start of the Elam ending. Hines ball down by 3.
Now's when you look at matchups. Where's the best way to attack matchup-wise?
And a foul called on Baldwin. And They say he was in the act of shooting. He'll get 2 free throws.
Ted Valentine looks at Bill Covington, says, was he shooting? Bill Covington says, yes, he was. You make the call. Yeah, it's a good job by James to look like he was in the act of shooting. I agree. We got a technical foul, ladies and gentlemen.
So a technical foul on the Team CP3 bench for vehemently arguing that call. So 2 technical free throws for James and 2 regular free throws for James as well.
This is huge.
There's 1.
We're down 3 when he stepped to the line. Now that's the tease. Now we go back to point of interruption.
And now the 2 regular free throws.
Talk about a momentum swing.
He could give Team Hines the lead right here. Three for 3 so far.
Remember, last time Team Hines got the lead, they played some serious defense and bumped it up a little more. Let's see if they can do that again.
Goes 4 for 4 from the stripe on that possession, a 4-point trip. James has 15 points, and Team Hines now leads it by 1, 63-62, approaching 4:40 to go. A 10-2 run by Team Hines. Baldwin is fouled on the floor.
There's a lot of white shirts stopping him from getting the shot off. That was before the shot. Speaking of shots, here comes the 3-point shooter back in the game for CP3, Mr. Harrison.
That foul's on Dunston of Team Hines. That's his 4th. Mason to inbound and finds Gladden. He takes Hines into the paint, and he got fouled by Kyle Hines. That's 3 on Kyle, and Baldwin will head to the line to shoot 2. A chance for CP3 to get the lead back.
That's about as much argument you're going to get out of Kyle Hines. Very quietly walks to Ted Valentine and said something, and they both smiled about it. Big time clear out there. Gladden was all by himself, one-on-one. Paid it off. Now he's got to make them.
So Gladden at the stripe. All 6 of his points so far coming in the first half. He'll shoot 2. Comes up empty on the first one. He had 4 points last night. 6 points Friday night. Played this past year overseas over in Spain. Missed them both.
Big ones.
30 seconds away from the start of the Elam ending.
Oh, there's a mismatch. That's what you look for right there.
Dunston puts it over the right shoulder and lays it in.
Had Gladden on him, had about 50 pounds and 6 inches as well. Smart move by Calathis to find the mismatch and get the right guy the ball.
12-2 run by the number 1 seed Team Hines, approaching 4 minutes to go. Baldwin against Calathis. Clark drives inside, lays it in. And timeout taken by Team Hines. They have the lead. They'll set up the start of the Elam ending. First dead ball, under 4 minutes to go. They'll shut off the game clock. Shot clock still in effect. They'll add 8 points to the target score. The leading score is Team Hines at 65. They'll add 8. Target score will be 73 when we come back. Back in Greensboro, time now for the Elam ending. First dead ball, under 4 minutes to go. The game clock is shut off. The shot clock still remains in effect. They'll set the target score by adding 8 points to the leading team's score. In this case, it's 65 points for the leading team. Team Hines will add 8. Target score is 73. First team to reach the target score of 73 points in this one wins the game and goes on to Chicago. Calathis, the floater, bouncing out. Kyle Hines had it poked away as he tried to rebound it. Here's Baldwin being chased down the lane. Shot blocked away by Dunston. It's out of bounds. It stays with Team CP3.
That's a lot of hustle by big number 23 right there. Watch Dunston come down. He's behind the play. Kyle Hines tried to get it, couldn't, and he did. Bryant Dunston, a lot of hustle to stop a bucket. That's big time effort.
The Elam Ending, invented by Nick Elam, the founder of the Elam Ending and middle school principal in Ohio, who is a diehard basketball fan. He's done extensive studies on games and teams who are trailing that deliberately foul late in the game to stop the clock, put the other team on the free throw line, hope they miss, get the ball back, score, repeat the process. And he wanted to come up with a way to make it a little more entertaining for the fan and have a little bit better flow for the game. Baldwin, a three. Got it! 17 points for Baldwin, his second three of the game, and Team CP3 has the lead by 1. It's a 2-pointer, not a 3. James puts in a 3.
Now Kyle Hines had a 10-footer. Mike James had a 3, and he gave it up to the shooter. Nice play by Team Hines, Mr. Hines.
Team Hines 5 points away from the win. Here's Mason, and he got fouled driving to the hoop. It's on the floor. It's only the 4th team foul on Team Hines. Back to the Elam ending rule for these games of the basketball tournament.
Kyle Hines wide open for 12. Mr. James open from behind the line. He'll take it and he'll make it. Nice play, nice assist by Kyle Hines.
Back to the Elam ending situation. Nick Elam did extensive studies and he came to the conclusion that over thousands of games when teams try to do the hack and foul strategy to put teams on the line, extend the game, teams only come back to either force overtime or win the game 1.5% of the time.
I came to the conclusion in the last 3 days that this is the best way to end basketball games. This is fun.
You're a former coach and a basketball purist, and
I love it.
And you love it.
I love it. Great strategy. You think right before the 4-minute mark, like Team Hines did, called the timeout. I mean, there's so many things that can happen to get you in the situation. And then you got to play better, but I just love it. I think it's a great idea for basketball in general and college camps, summer camps in the summer. And that's being a little redundant, huh? Summer camps in the summer. But I think the NIT ought to do it because they do a lot of experimentation with the rules anyway. Fans would love it. Fans do love it.
Here's Meeks. Finds Clark. Clark driving, hanging. It's blocked away in the air by Kyle Hines.
He caught it. What a play. Oh, that was fun.
James, the pump fake, hangs in the air, puts in a 3!
High degree of difficulty on the double pumper.
And Team Hines just 2 points away from the target score and the win. Mason driving, tough shot, and a foul. It's on Isaiah Miles of Team Hines.
Watch Kyle Hines not block this ball. He just caught this ball. That's not on the way down, folks. That's just a catch. And here they go the other way. Fake it, get the defender in the air, then step through. Big time for James. Leading scorer in Euro basketball last year. There's a reason why James was.
So Kennedy Meeks at the line. He's had a quiet day offensively, just 4 points. He had 15 points Friday night, 14 points last night.
Ron Dixon getting the best offensive 5 guys on the floor. He needs 2 to get to Chicago. Win this Greensboro Regional.
2 shots for Kennedy Meeks. And the first one is good.
And Team CP3 cannot take a foul either because if they do, it would be 2 shots for Team Hines. It would be their 5th.
And we've had 3 games here in a row, Nate, the last 3 we've done, where the Elam ending was decided on free throws. 2 for 2 for Meeks.
Those are big, but they're not as big as this possession defensively for Chris Paul's team, and he's going to talk about it. He wants the timeout, and nobody's seen it yet, and now he'll get it.
Timeout, Team CP3.
Team Hines wants the best offensive team. That man wants the best 5 defenders out there.
I want to switch. They put those guys in the switch. Yeah. All right. I don't want you to go one-on-one with that one. Yeah, but I want. All right. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. All right. So go Mike. Go Nick. Get high, guys. All right. Nick, let's come on. Get the ball to Nick. Nick can't get it. Mike, you got to get it. When that happens, how you get middle. If they show pressure, the opposite guard stay behind the ball. If you can bring it, bring it. Win, baby. Win.
Stop, fellas. Stop.
Looks like they're going to go Mike James with the basketball unless there's some kind of crazy defense, and then go high screen and roll and just make a play.
Well, Mike James has scored 10 of the last 12 points for Team Hines. Look for him to get the ball here in this situation as Team Hines can win the game and punch its way to Chicago on this trip.
And I'm sure if James can't get it, Calathis can run the same set.
They get it into James's hands. Basket here by Team Hines, wins the game.
Make a play, don't run a play, make a play, Mr. James.
James, this is for the win. Got it! Mike James wins the game for Team Hines, and the #1 seed punches its ticket to Chicago.
Big bucket by James, big momentum change with those 4 straight free throws by the same man to give his team the lead. I don't need no stinking screen, get out of my way. A little bump there and a fade away, but he does that numerous times. That's not a tough shot for him, it's a normal shot. And that sent them to Chicago. Here we come, watch this. Against Roundtree, bingo.
Mike James scored Team Hines' 12 of the last 14 points.
Big time scorer overseas. Not a bad job in the United States of America either. And the Greensboro Regional will take them on to the Final 8 in Chicago. Yes, sir. Watch this. He's going to enjoy this one.
Team Hines will slap its name onto the bracket in the winner's spot and officially punching its way to Chicago for the quarterfinals in a couple of weeks. Team Hines is halfway to the $2 million prize. 3 wins down, 3 more to go.
Great effort. They were down. They did not have a good first quarter of the entire regional, but they know how to win down the stretch. They're big-time winners mentally, which turned into big-time winners on the court as well. And we're efforting to get Mr. James over here to tell us how he does that, what he does.
Mike James, 23 points. He had 14 after the halftime intermission. There you see the bracket as Team Hines, the 1 seed, gets by the 2 seed Team CP3 and wins it 73-68. As the hero for Team Hines, Mike James, comes over to talk to us here at the broadcast table. Mike, congratulations on the win. Hit the game-winning shot. What was going through your mind? What was the play call going into that last sequence?
We knew they was going to switch, so I had the big on me. I guess he wasn't really a big. He was more like a wing, but we felt like I had a mismatch and just tried to score.
In the huddle, coach said, set the high ball screen. He said, I don't need no stinking screen. Just get out of my way. There it is. You're going to watch it. A lot of athleticism with that big-time shot. How about the 4 free throws in a row that gave you guys a lead?
Yeah, I felt like that was probably the turning point. I feel like
agreed.
I mean, sometimes technical fouls, when you get technical fouls, they help you out, and sometimes they hurt you. I feel like that kind of hurt them on that one.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Your teams this weekend in 3 games. You've gotten out to some slow starts, haven't played your best at times, finding ways to win. How have you guys been able to be so resilient in these 3 days?
I mean, all of us is pros. I mean, we got a lot of people who played a lot of high-level basketball and NBA and everything. So, I mean, So that kind of hurts us, and sometimes because I think we kind of come out a little complacent. But I mean, we fight back. I mean, we know how to play.
When you got the lead, you could see in your faces on the defensive end, it's fourth quarter, it's time to play basketball. Is that from the experience of playing professional basketball, just knowing when to turn it on and knowing when to flip that switch?
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest, a lot of us don't really want to play in the summer. A lot of us like to relax. So if we're going to be here, we would rather win. I mean, nobody really wants to waste their time. So, I mean, we took it serious, especially in the second half with our defense, and it paid off on offense.
Playing for $2 million. You got to remember that, too.
Yeah, that's true.
3 wins down, 3 more to go. I know it's one game at a time, but what's it going to take to claim that prize in Chicago?
I think just coming out stronger in the first. I mean, that's the only part we really hurt. I think in every second half we basically took over the game and blew it open. So I think we already know what we can do in the second once we lock in. So we just got to start the game off that way.
Thanks for joining us. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Good luck in Chicago. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
So let's take a look at the big picture bracket. 3 number 1 seeds, Nate, going on to Chicago, along with an 8 seed, Jackson, Tennessee. It's going to be wild in Chicago, and we'll have 4 more teams punch their way after next weekend.
I think Mr. James just told us the key. A little better start. They know what to do and they know how to do it, but numerous times to fight back from behind is tough. They did it 3 times here, and because of that, they are moving on to Chicago, won the regional.
So our final score from Greensboro, top seed Team Hines defeats 2 seed CP3 73-68. For Nate Ross and the rest of our outstanding ESPN crew, Brock Bowling saying so long from the Greensboro Fieldhouse in Greensboro, North Carolina. Thanks for watching our coverage of the 2019 TBT right here on ESPN 3.